Hello, I'm Keven Mealamu, All Black 1026, and this is my trophy cabinet. So what I'd like to share with you today is my 2011 Rugby World Cup winning medal. It's quite special to me when I think about it. I was lucky enough to play at 4 Rugby World Cups, and 2 had really good outcomes, and the other 2, I'd say they were really good learning experiences. And so when you understand what it takes to be able to win one of these things, it's really special, because in our sport this is the pinnacle, being able to be named as a world champion. Also, when I hold a medal like this, I just think about what it's taken to get to this place. And so what you see in the moment is 80 minutes. But in reflection, you get to see all the days of training, all the sacrifice that you put aside, family time, birthdays, weddings, the things you'd love to be a part of. But when you're striving towards something like this, that means a lot, not only to me, but I know that if I do this moment right, and if our team does this moment right, then it's a nice way for us to be able to show our appreciation to everyone that's been a part of the journey. So being able to share something like this is quite sentimental to me, because I understand the work that's gone into this. So I was lucky enough to previously play at the 2003 Rugby World Cup in Australia, and my second one was in France in 2007. You know, I can think of my 2003 World Cup as being a new kid on the block, being at a World Cup, and probably 12 months earlier, I didn't even think I was going to be there. And so I was actually drafted away from my team here at the Blues. I had missed out on the Blues, and so when you look at how funny things turned out, it really was an opportunity in disguise to be able to probably attain the goals that I really had set up for myself as a youngster. So 2003 had come along. Like I said before, I felt like a young buck, someone that was just happy to be there and experience what it was like to be at a World Cup. And to fail in the semis against Australia, our old foe, they would manage to beat a couple of times earlier in the year. Yeah, that's probably moments where you get a chance to reflect back on it and say, if I had that chance to play that game again, I wish I could have done better. So 2007 looks something similar to me. When I look at some of the teams I've been lucky enough to play on, man, the teams are stacked. My first All Black team had guys like Joe Nalomu, guys that I was watching as a youngster on TV, and I was playing his game. I was playing his game on PlayStation, and I had the chance to play alongside him in my time as well. So yeah, we've always had these talented sides, and unfortunately in 2007 as well, it was one of those times that we had fallen short again. But you don't often get a chance to right your wrongs, and in 2011 it gave us a really good chance to be able to look back over what we've done, what was missing from our preparation, what's missing from our campaigns when we're leading towards World Cups. And we were able to pick up some really key important things that really changed the way we looked at playing in these tournaments, because they're different to playing Bledisloe Cups, they're different to playing Test Series. Once you get to playoffs, there's no room for error. And so once we understood that, once we were able to unpick what it looks like to play in the World Cup and to win it, something really changed for us. And we were able to put that together in the 2011 Rugby World Cup. So when I get a chance to share this with you, you might remember a moment, and it might look like 80 minutes at Eden Park versus France, but I look at this and just think about the long journey it's taken to be a part of this. Hey team, the next piece I'd love to be able to share with you, something quite special. It was presented to me for my 100th Test match as an All Black. I was lucky enough from my team to get presented with this, which is a ring. I think the story behind it, when I think about it, there's always been a big group of us that have always really enjoyed the NFL, and we've been a part of fantasy football for a long time. So it's an opportunity for the team to be able to put in from their own money and to put together a piece like this, which actually it's been really well thought out. And they've got some really nice parts on it which make it personalised on this ring, and it's personalised to me from my team. And that's something that I think is really special, because it just says that your peers understand what really makes me tick, or what are the things that really mean a lot to me. And it's got a big 100 on it, which is cool. And that signifies 100 test matches for the All Blacks. On one of the sides, it's got a cross that signifies my faith. It's a huge part of my life. It also has on here my family's initials on there as well. My teammates really understood that for me to be able to achieve some of these things in my career, I couldn't do it without them as well. It also has my All Black number on there. I can see my faith, I can see my family, I can see All Blacks on here, and these things are really special. It's really blingy, so I don't really get a chance to wear it out, but it's something when I look at it, I always think to myself, I feel really blessed that my teammates were able to put together something that represents a lot of things that really matter to me. My experience with this, I was lucky enough to be a part of a team that was aspiring to win this cup. And so before my time as an All Black, it was actually sitting over in Australia. So I was lucky enough to be a part of the All Blacks squad in 2003, to be able to bring this cup that means a lot to us back onto our shores. And we've been blessed to be able to see all the All Black sides retain it ever since. But there were some special moments being able to attain this cup. Some really intense moments at Eden Park actually, and when you haven't had something for a long time, you actually start to realise what it means to you. And as a youngster, being someone that watched John Eales kick goals from halfway down in Carisbrook, seeing them get lifted and stop a penalty kick from going over the goalpost. So I really wanted to be a part of a team that could say we brought this back to New Zealand, and super proud of our boys to be able to hold it ever since. This memorabilia or medal that I'd love to be able to share with you is my 2015 Rugby World Cup medal. Yeah, it's a gold one, which is great. This one here is probably a little bit more personal than 2011. I knew it was my last test match and I was retiring at the end of the year. I knew it was probably my last time in the black jersey, so something we always talk about as All Blacks is how you want to leave the jersey. And so this was a really special moment for me, and when I say personally, it's probably just because I wanted to be able to leave something special in the jersey. Obviously this represents the moment, but also to be able to say one of our goals were wanting to be pioneers, to be able to do things that other teams hadn't been able to achieve before, and to be a part of an All Black side that had won a World Cup overseas for the first time. That was quite a big feat, and I really wanted to be a part of that team, part of that legacy. And so this medal here represents that, being able to be a part of a legacy of All Blacks that were lucky enough to go back to back with Rugby World Cups, but also be able to be in that space and say we can do this, we can win World Cups overseas. Yeah, when I look at some of the sides that have been able to wear the jersey and travel and play at World Cups abroad, and I feel really privileged to be a part of the 2015 Rugby World Cup side. It was my last year, and so when I think about the journey as well, 2015 and 2011, although they're two World Cups, for me they felt really different. There's so much pressure in 2011, it just felt like we're on the cusp of some amazing things, and I just couldn't imagine losing at home because there was so much support. Felt like the spotlight or the camera was just that much more closer. It was so much more intense. And then thinking forward to 2015, that was still there, but we understood what that felt like, what it feels like to be in this position. So I can tell you there was a bit more fun to it. There was just, or shall I say, we were prepared to walk forward into this sort of pressure. And we really enjoyed those moments. So two very awesome moments that I can remember, and it's awesome to be able to share these two medals with you. But when I look at it from an experience, both of them are quite different.